Hello everyone, so welcome to Literary Theory and Criticism. Today's video is going to be talking all about queer theory. And for those of you who clicked on this video, some of you may have an idea what queer theory is. Some of you have never heard of it before. But my hope is that this video can serve as an introduction to what queer theory is. Queer theory is an already is an established academic discipline, so there is a ton of information out there. But before I get into the video, I want to acknowledge that this is an introduction to queer theory. So it's impossible for me to cover everything. This is just going to be an introduction. I have covered some main points. So let's just jump right into it. So I want to start out by defining what queer theory is. Well, queer theory in part is a reaction to a school of 1970s feminism that believe each sex comes with its own essential characteristics, like girls are calm, boys are thoughtful, blue belongs to boys, and pink for girls. So queer theory resists a lot of labels and identity. Queer theory is all about rethinking what societies has told us as normal and about power dynamics that comes along with these norms, especially when it pertains to sex and sexuality and gender. There are some main points in this queer theory that are central and cover what queer theory is all about. Let's see them. So, the first in the concept is that sex and sexuality are socially constructed. We are taught to think like this, right? This is not the same thing. So, queer theory debunks that the first thing that sexual identity is fixed, unchanging, and static. The thoughts we are living with, we are born with it, we are going to die with it. Sexual identity is something that we are going to have throughout our life, but again queer theory goes beyond it, and it challenges this idea, that idea of individual identity at all, and putting these labels on ourselves or putting ourselves into different categories based on who we are, or not attracted to. Second, that people can be divided into abnormal or normal, and this based on their sexual practices. So what considered like normal or acceptable, a lot of times it's seen as between two people of gender and between male and female. So queer theory not only say that we should rethink what considered normal and abnormal, we should rethink normativity. Second is sexuality and gender are seen as binary. Well, we love to think in categories, right? You know, it's easy. We think we always start with like, are you male or female? You are gay or straight? You're girl or boy? Well, the truth is, people often don't fit into these boxes, and queer theory even question the need for these sort of identity categories at all. So it's questioned the whole concept of gender identity. Third is gender is reform. Well, this concept of performativity was coined by Judith Butler, who one of the primary theorists of queer theory. So it's about that gender is not what we are. Gender is what we do. So all gender is an imitation. All gender is a copy. So lastly, we can discuss the whole concept of whatever we discussed so far, that queer theory can apply more than just sexuality and gender. It's like queer theory is about like try to avoid thinking in binaries, like men and women, this sort of mentality, and avoid identity categories at all. So queer politics has really created this dichotomy between those who are heterosexual and those who are queer. It has really started to see heterosexual as dominant and powerful, and all queer people as marginalized. So queer theory say marginalized member of society are considered most abnormal and inferior. So when we are allowed to talk about sex and gender outside what is normal, and what is abnormal. All people become strong together. This is what queer theory says. So guys, this is it about queer theory. This was just an introduction. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope that this video was informative, and I hope that it gave you a good information what queer theory is about. Thank you.